Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of Minotaur Hunter of Chei. You might be wondering why we're on day 13 before doing lair. Did I upload the wrong video? Is there something missing? The answer is no. No to all of those questions. At the end of the last episode, we were shafted 3 floors from D10 to D13. And we're basically in a lot of trouble. There is an ice cave on this floor, we're being told, which is all great. But our main concern is going to just be getting back upstairs. And because we're Chei, it's way more dangerous than it would normally be. We're not lucky enough to have any magic mapping scrolls to try to find out where some stairs are. So we're just going to have to walk around slowly and hope that we can get an easy upstairs. Because especially on D13, there are a lot of really dangerous things that we could run into. Even more dangerous than a D6 Manticore maybe. I don't know actually, D6 Manticore is pretty up there. But on D13, you potentially can find your vault's entrance, and depending on which vault's entrance vault you can get all sorts of really nasty things. We might get, for instance, Ogre Mages, and we don't have enough MR to not be paralyzed. We can get all sorts of things. We might see dragons. I don't know about fire giants. I don't think you'll see those on D13 unless you're really unlucky. But the point is, there could be a lot of things here that would not only be really dangerous, but we also wouldn't be able to walk away from. And because we don't know where any stairs are, as we walk away from those dangerous monsters slowly, sort of, crawling away at very low speed, we might be bumping into other dangerous monsters from the other direction. So this could be horrible. We have 4 scrolls of teleportation. That's basically the extent of our escapes right now. We're only at 4 pips of Chei piety, so while we have Slouch, we don't have Step from Time yet. So basically, yeah, thank you devs. Shaft's really fun, especially being shafted 3 floors. Fun and exciting. Let's go. And then if we make it out alive from this, we'll go back up to lair, I guess. Alright, so we've got to try to use our invis in a smart way as well, because we don't know if we're going to be able to rest, and if we use it once, we might not be able to use it again. So here's a wyvern. So we have polymorph. These guys really hurt. They bite for up to 20 damage. But again, this is what I'm talking about. So if we had just met a wyvern on D10 where we should be, I'd probably just invis. But I don't know. Can we can probably rest here. This room seems pretty empty. The question is, how badly do I want to get into the ice cave? I would really love to go into the ice cave. We have a point of RC. And you can find all sorts of really sweet things in an ice cave. For instance, it would be great if we could find a demon trident right now. That'd be amazing. But I think our number 1 priority should absolutely just be getting back upstairs. So it's kind of a shame what the shaft has done. Oh, it's still invis. Maybe we'll keep going. Am I really going to be greedy? No. See, I'm not even going to go for that potion. I'm just going to go straight for the upstairs. So we're giving up the ice cave. That's okay. Here's another upstairs. Oh, there's Urug. Okay, yeah, we're going back up. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Alright, here's Azrael. Azrael has Bolt of Fire, Fireball, Hell Damnation, Call Down Damnation, and Sticky Flame. We don't have any RF right now, but we can potentially put on Rings of Fire. I'm pretty sure Azrael sees invis too. Does he? He really doesn't. Interesting. We could try going invis again. The Hellhounds definitely can, and the Fire Elementals also cannot. I'm really surprised Azrael can't see invis. Alright, anyway, the first step before we do anything else is to put on a Ring of Fire, or even both maybe. Certainly one, instead of stealth, so we have a point of RF, so we don't just get cooked by all these fire monsters. Second thing we should do, I think, is actually just try to teleport away. So I don't want to go back downstairs because Urug is there, so I don't want to mess with her. I don't really want to fight Azrael. You see he's marked as a red enemy. He's literally red and a red enemy. Anyway, very scary even with 2 points of RF. I don't like our chances because his Damnation especially ignores your AC. So it doesn't matter how good your defenses are, it doesn't matter if you're a Minotaur, unless you have lots of HP, and I mean huge amounts of HP, Azrael is always a threat because he can just go Damnation, Damnation, you're dead. Let's have a look. And he's sometimes suicidal, he'll shoot himself. Oh, I just lost... Did I just lose beam? It looks like I just lost beam in real time. Interesting. Alright, maybe it's down. Anyway, so... Oh, beam's back. Alright, Damnation max damage is 3d20. Yeah. Yeah, so he could potentially two-shot us with Damnation if he so chose. So even though this is a completely unexplored floor, I think we next just want to read a teleportation scroll. What went invis? That was just the Orc Wizard. Not a huge deal. Throwing out a Wand of Clouds I think is unlikely to be good enough. Our evocation skill isn't too high, it's only 5. I mean, if we got a freezing cloud, that would be amazing. He's susceptible to cold. But also, similarly, if we just got a cloud of, say, Mephitic, it wouldn't do much. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna hang out. Maybe, I think I may as well put the second Ring of Fire on instead of Protection from Magic, just until our teleport goes off. And let's hope we don't land next to something even worse. Alright. Good teleport. We're away from Azrael. We're in a hallway. Let's rest up. Okay, good. We get rid of Vak and Tam. Now let's put our rings back. Arguably, it might be better to walk around this floor with a point of RF rather than the RC. Because we know that all these fire guys are around. But we're on the opposite side of the map. So if we can find a stair over here, we shouldn't have to worry about those guys. Okay. Probably should still be walking around with the blowgun out. I'm taking this really slow. Alright, hatch up. I'm going to try not to take the hatch up. It's nice that we found one, so it gives us the option. But we go up a hatch, say we land next to Azrael again. Well, not Azrael, but something else. We then lose the opportunity to come back down. It's basically what happened here. So we came up, we didn't want to go back down because of Urug. You could think of it like we took the hatch, and then we're stuck next to Azrael, which is really dangerous. If we got a teleport that wasn't as good as this one, we might be in all sorts of mess. So I'm going to try to find a regular stair. Yeah, there's a weapon shop. That'd be cool to check out. Are we being debated in? We enter teleport trap. Oh boy. Thank you, devs. Okay, still didn't go next to Urug. Oh, sorry, Azrael. We're closer now. I'm not going to open this door. That might be a shop, but I can think of certainly some vaults that are like this that have trolls and the like in them. So yeah, that's probably another shop in here. I don't want to risk even finding out. Okay, just gonna throw all our throwing stuff. And we're gonna head back over this way. There's the weapon shop I'd like to test, and having another acid one would be really good too. Or additional charges rather. Oh god, if this is a whole... If that's a whole Centaur pack, we're on D12, that could very easily have Centaur warriors in it too. But the only other way to go is up towards Azrael. Oh, he's back. Damn it, teleport trap. That's such nonsense. Let's put our ring of fire back on. I wonder if we have enough slouches to just slouch everything to death. I'm gonna try one. Wait, we can go invis now. Okay, we've gone invis. Now I wonder if slouches, how much damage a slouch will do to Azrael. I noticed we've got enough piety for step from time, but it's a 58% failure. This is what I talked about earlier in the game, where I started training invocations immediately because I said, as soon as I get step from time, I want to be able to use it. Well, it turns out we can't, or not reliably anyway. I'm curious to try a slouch to see if that hurts Azrael much at all. Not a lot. What if we try to clouds him? Oh, we got freezing! Alright, never mind. This is the best. Okay. I'm now going to, even though it's a slow step, I'm going to step to this tile. Because I want to hold Azrael in the freezing. I don't want him to be able to step to this one here, where we're about to step and get out of the freezing. He's susceptible to cold, so if we can keep him in there, he's going to die really quickly. Alright, he's sort of stumbling around because he can't see us because we're invis. But that's okay. I'm going to put our other ring of uncursed fire on so that we have maximum fire protection. And then I guess we're going to hit him. I'm going to shoot an acid and then we're going to throw javelins. We didn't corrode him. He's still in the fire. I'm going to throw one more javelin. Alright, we got him. Wow, I can't believe we actually rolled the nuts on that Wand of Clouds. So that's amazing. Really unfair that we had to fight him again due to a teleport trap, but I don't know, the devs are really, really determined to get us this playthrough. Now what do we do? Maybe just sit back here and shoot some blowguns at stuff that can be blowgunned. We're still invis, so none of this stuff can see us. Let's grab this scroll. Okay. Not worried about whites. Should I be? Enchanted battle axe? Probably not. Yeah, the battle axe hurts though. Alright. We certainly don't want to have two rings of fire on. I think it actually makes more sense. Yeah, we killed Azrael, we killed the Hellhound, a few. We'll walk around with the Ring of Stealth on. Who knows what we're going to find on this floor. We shouldn't be on D12. Even just an ugly thing would be extremely dangerous. And we are back to step from time. I wonder if we should focus invocations right now. I want to say yes. I feel really, really uncomfortable being around here. And we should have the Scimitar of Flaming too. That gives us a really good, potentially Hydra fighting weapon. If I wanted to train Longblades, which is possible. We have not found a single shield this game, unless we want to pay money for one. Maybe we should. Anyway, orcs. Let's back up. Alright, there's our upstairs. So once we've checked out this shop, oh hey, a bookshop with a cheaper books. Alright, this has a Book of Minor Magic in it. That's really good. That has Blink in it. That's the main one that I care about. Book of Geomancy has Passwall in it. Young Poisoner's Handbook has Poison Vapors and Orgrebs. I don't think we're going to learn that. Fen Folio's got Summon Forest. I doubt we're doing that either. If we're going to be doing any spells on our Minotaur, it's going to be probably ones that are focused more around survival, like Blink or Pass Wall. Yeah, weird. I'm not crazy, right? That immolation scroll didn't have the green border around it, which was indicating that it's on auto pickup, but we picked it up anyway. That's bizarre. I mean, I think I'm using my RC file to pick up immolation because I could never get the auto pickup to work. Is that true? No, they're on as auto pickup. I don't know why it's not giving me the border. Maybe I am crazy. I wonder if I hit auto explore if my character would have walked towards it. Alright, what have we got? Nothing too exciting. These are all fairly weak base weapons. So if we're looking at the long swords, we've got a long sword and a falchion. 2 falchions and a greatsword. Yeah. And then for polearms we've got a spear. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go back upstairs. How many acid charges do we get? 8. So we're up to 10 now. The wyvern. Yeah, well I told you I'd go invis. I don't wanna lie. So I'll go invis. Let's chill at the stairs. So now we've only got one more floor to get back up. D11 still might be very dangerous. Alright, let's go invis again. We're finding a lot of fast enemies, which is nice. Chei's really enjoying that. Alright, nice. Got the shadow. Couldn't see it, but we knew where it was. New book. It's got animate skeleton and application in it. Let's show some of those. Animate skeleton is a really strong level 1 spell. It's extremely strong. We should learn both of these really. I mean, we can't use either of them yet. We'd have to do some training. But yeah, maybe we should learn some necromancy for animate skeleton. It's a little bit annoying though, because they're all going to get in the way. Our allies are going to get in the way of throwing things. So I don't know. I might... Ooh, there's an artifact shield. A wyvern and a wyvern skeleton. The double. Alright, I was just complaining about... Oh, I got 2 contaminated. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. But we're yellow contam, so we're going to get mutated. And we probably don't have any mutation potions. What did we get? We didn't get one. Okay. Is that... Alright, I guess we got lucky. Maybe it's only a chance. Anyway, we just found an artifact shield, so I'm going to identify scroll that. It's probably better to identify it than the potions that we've got. Maybe. Could be really bad. It's just a +2 shield, but it has 2 int on it. Nice. Well, that's good. I'm going to start training shields. I'm going to focus them, in fact. How's our dodging looking? It's at 8. Let's stop dodging for the moment. Oh, what am I doing? 8 dodging seems okay for the moment. And we'll focus shields, and we'll set a skill target for 15. Which is where the penalty for a regular shield stops. So we're focusing throwing shields invo, and we're just training fighting and armor. I feel like we could stop armor for the moment as well. We'll go all in shields. Fighting for more HP we always want. Invo, it would be really good to have step from time usable, and then throwing's our main offense, so we still want that on. That looks like it might be a ghost fort. Oh, there's a Minotaur. And there is a ghost. Smop. What am I doing? Smop is a journeyman Minotaur fighter of McLeod. Can hit for up to 25 damage. Too scary for now. We might come back. There's a blink scroll, which is really nice, but way too dangerous. If only because of the Minotaur. I wonder if that's a shapeshifter or not. No, it's wearing a chainmail, so that probably indicates that it is an actual Minotaur. So Minotaurs, this is a way that you can tell whether something's a shapeshifter or not. So Minotaurs always spawn now with either a chainmail or a plate mail. Whereas if this were a shapeshifter, it wouldn't have any gear on it. It's like when you see an enemy that usually always has a weapon, but doesn't have a weapon, it should sort of trigger in your mind, hey, there's a good chance that's a shapeshifter. Because if it had spawned as the actual monster, you'd expect it to have whatever weapon or gear. Alright, and we'd like to find an upstairs. We've got a bunch of howl monkeys making noise. Here's a purple ugly thing. How about we acid it? And again, this guy's dangerous enough that I don't want to just fight him. So he's listed as red. Ugly things before lair are really scary. And I'm going to go with our main offense, so I'm going to throw a javelin. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. What are we doing? We missed him. We missed him. The first one hit him but didn't kill him. Okay, well if we get nailed for a whole bunch of damage here, I think a slouch will finish him off. He's nearly dead anyway. What are our javelins doing? We missed again. Tomahawk hit. Okay, there we go. Alright, well that was not a good showing from our throwing there. Let's go back up to D10. So we made it back after our shaft adventures. Thank you, devs. So we'll finish doing D10, and then we probably can go back to D11, seeing as we've done a chunk of it already. I wonder if we should read this scroll. / shows what we don't know yet. I think from memory it's a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna hold it, if only because if it's a brand weapon I don't want to use it. If this is a requirement though, that'd be good. But yeah. Do I care about a magical scale mail? Probably not. The main thing that would be nice would be poison resistance, but we actually can go buy a ring with that already. Alright, another scroll. Well, we've got 2 of this scroll, so let's read that one. It's magic mapping. Alright, there's not much there. I don't remember D9. Apparently we can take a hatch up, it looks safe. Alright, we'll do D11, and then we'll go into lair. Hatch again. Not orcish mines. Not ready for that just yet. Alright, yaks. I'm gonna go invis. And then poison them. They're all just hanging back. You know what, we really haven't found many throwing things. We've got the javelins that we started with and a couple of tomahawks, and that's it. Alright, that's this floor. Okay, so we're up to lair. It would be really nice to have our poison going into lair. So as good as the Ring of Hopsel is, with the RF plus, Iron plus, MR triple plus stealth ring is, as nice as it would be to have, say, +3 slaying or +6 protection, I think I'm going to spend our gold now to get the poison resistance ring. Yep. You meet some very nasty poison enemies in there. Let's there. Okay, I'm going to want our poison anyway, eventually. Because, well, why? Because we're going to have to do a lair branch, and it doesn't matter which one we get, we're either going to get spider or snake, and both of those having our poison is really nice. So let's head to lair. Feel an oppressive heat around us. Alright, so this one we know we can do, because we didn't get shafted on this floor. And we just found our magic mapping scrolls, so that's nice, we're going to read those. We know that we have a couple of rings of fire, so I mean if we can make it over there, we're going to have to very slowly walk to the complete other side of the map. But if we can get over there, we can definitely do this. I'm going to put our ring of stealth on. In fact, I'd rather have the ring of stealth in here, maybe than the protection of magic, especially while we're trying to sneak to the fire. I always say fire cave, but it's a volcano. While we sneak to the volcano, so we don't have to get caught up fighting stuff. I'm going to try to sneak around the outside of the level. But the reason why I don't mind having protection from magic off, first of all, you don't really see monsters too much in here, in lair, that hex you. There are some, but not many. Unless you meet a unique. But even if we do, it's a fairly fast action to switch rings. So if we see, say, I don't know, who would be here? Rupert. We'll put on our protection from magic ring. Whereas the ring of stealth will be generally useful, because as we walk around, we potentially can avoid some monsters if they never notice us. Let's ID the 2 potions. Brilliance. Yeah. Well, if we really need to animate skeleton, we can quaff a brilliance. Maybe not, because we put the shield on and that really gave us a much bigger penalty. Yeah, okay. Talking about how useful stealth is made me wonder if I should start training stealth, but I think we're okay for the moment. So we're going to poison the Komodo dragon. We could go invis, but I would like to hold it, because I don't want to rest, and who knows what we're going to meet on our way towards the fire cave, the volcano. Taking this real slow. We're taking it easy, as Chei would want. Okay, no monsters guarding it. Let's put on probably both rings of fire actually before we head in. Alright, yeah. And you need to be careful of clouds when you're Chei and you're in either volcano or ice cave, because you walk really slowly, so it can be really difficult to get out of them. Take a lot of damage potentially. Apparently flying skulls are really nasty. They don't see invis. Oh, he's resistant to elect. Alright, so our dagger of elect doesn't do much. Let's throw javelins at him then. I'm making sure to use dot, so I don't, if I miss, I really don't want to throw our javelins into the lava. I wonder if this is the one where, as you spend time, it starts overflowing and then eating all the items with lava. I'm going to say I'm not sure, so I'm just going to rest. But in doing that, we might be potentially losing some items. I like how the flying skulls are actually just dying to the fire clouds. They really hurt. We might need to go invis against this guy. Let's not throw stones, let's throw tomahawks. Alright. We're in the fire again. It's not too big a deal when we have 2 pips of RF. Alright, that's good. Let's check our message log. The volcano is erupting with a roar, but I'm not hearing anything about... I don't know what the message is for this one. It's not that there's one where the roof collapses and blocks off rooms, but there's a different message for when the lava's overflowing. I'm not sure what it is. But we didn't see it, so... Hopefully all our items are still everywhere. We got a door. Looks like we've explored everything we can around here, unless we want to call flight, but it's probably just lava, so that's okay. Any prep to do before we open this door? I think we should go invis preemptively, because who knows what we're about to see. It's a bunch of skeletons. Alright, so it's a bit of a spooky volcano. I guess we got a hint of that when we're seeing flying skulls. But we're going to shut the door, we're going to rest up, get our contam back so we can invis again. I'm going to eat, I don't really want to be hungry. A gargoyle and an anaconda. These guys don't see invis, so we're going to invis again. And we're getting constricted. That stone arrow really hurt. We're okay. If we get tagged by another one, we can maybe slouch him. Also, he has R-Elect too, so I should not hit him with the dagger of Elect. I'm gonna throw javelins. Good. It's so good how you can close doors with items on them now. It's quite amazing. I feel like I should just be walking around with invis on. Yeah, just in case we meet new gargoyles. So we'll throw stuff at him too. Good. And we'll just keep doing this. I think our javelin mulched. We've only got 4 now, which is a bit of a bummer. Reach level 12. All in strength. Nice. And we got a strength from our random level up too. So we're up to 32 strength. Okay, nothing in here. I don't mind that I'm taking this really slowly with all our going invis, going back to rest up again. That's fine. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, just all these rooms of gold, which I can't complain too much about because there are a lot of nice things that we can buy. But again, if we could find a demon trident, I'd probably prefer that. Okay. Interesting. Just rooms of gold. Alright, here's another gargoyle. Good. What a strange volcano. Hey, that's the demon trident that I've been talking about. Nice. Alright, so there's a demon trident. So I think in terms of a melee weapon, that will do. Alright, we're not really in a hurry. Let's make this... How fast do we swing with this? 1.3. So we'd have to train this before we really start using it. But we're not really in a hurry. Our Elect dagger is still really nice. And I mean, we're primarily throwing, so that's okay. But this gives us long term a really good melee weapon backup. Nice. And I don't know why I've never tested this glowing short sword that is of speed and verboten. But that's been sitting in our inventory for a long time. The war axe of draining too. We can drop that. We've had a remove curse scroll for a long time. Alright, let's go invis again. Skeletal warrior. Fortunately can't see invis, but that's a dangerous one and it really hurts, as you can see. These guys are Elec, they're not. He's probably dangerous enough that I'm willing to throw a throwing net at him. Alright, good. He escaped from it right before dying, that's kind of annoying. Let's go invis again. Alarm trap. No thank you. Alright, We'll throw javelins at the skeletal warrior, I guess, while he's over there. Alright, well we killed that one much more easily. How much gold for our ring? The really good ring is 554 gold. Not that far off. I should use the demon trident against him. And this looks like everything except for this final room that's being guarded by the alarm trap, as far as I can tell. So I guess let's go invis and then let's step on it. It's just another gargoyle. Alright, that's fine. So we'll go to the demon trident. Good. We have here a buckler of fire resistance. I think I would rather just have a shield. I mean, we've got awesome Minotaur aptitudes, so we've got +2 on shields. We're already past the buckler point, which is 4 skill. So yeah, I'll bring it out, but we'll stick with the shield. And then we want to go back to poison resistance and stealth now. Alright, so that went really well actually. We ended up with a demon trident and a whole bunch of gold. And those two things I am happy about. Yeah. I think our character feels fine, but there's an argument that we should just be going to buy the pair of boots here. Because that would be 76 gold for an extra point of AC. But yeah, I think we're okay. Let's quiver our stones. Our throwing... Where's the quiver menu? Our throwing items are really precious, seeing that we only have 4 javelins and 7 tomahawks. So if I'm going to be throwing anything at random enemies, like say yaks, I want them just to be our stones. Alright, we've got a nice little choke point here. I'm chucking stones right now, just to see how much damage we can do with them. Some damage. Oh, why am I even bothering? Shooting needles out of water moccasin that's got our poison. Not really much point. Better off throwing stones. Hey, we actually killed that guy with stones. The things you can do with 33 strength. Okay, that's pretty cool. That was all stone throwing right there. And here. Frozen. That's okay, we got RC. Well, can't take retaliation damage from a porcupine if you don't hit it with melee. Points to head. But our stones are doing nothing. Spiny frog. Okay. We have the up poison, so that's probably okay. These guys are fast, so if you ever need to kill them with Chei, use a slouch. You'll do enormous amounts of damage to them. We're up to 6 pips of piety as well, so that's cool. How's step from time? 28%, so we really need Invo to be up around 10. Alright, on we go to layer 2. Probably I should be using blowguns against blink frogs, because then when they blink away, they're going to be ticking down to the damage over time. Oops, that's the wrong one. Actually, that's a good argument. I didn't mean to go to the short sword of venom, but for the same argument as the blowgun, it's also really good to use against blink frogs. Happy little accident. Alright, and magic mapping. Let's go back the other way to get this scroll of teleportation. The auto explorer doesn't want to go there, but I want them. All the teleports we can get. We've got 4. It's really not many. And with Chei, where you don't have the walk away plan, you really want to have teleports. Alright, our first amulet of the game. I'm willing to just put this on. If it's faith, it's not the end of the world. It's amulet of the acrobat. That's actually really quite amazing. So, yeah, this is actually a time that this will be really good. So the way that this works is when you're moving, you get a whole bunch of AC. I think it's evasion 15. Yeah, we go from 15 to 30. So as long as we're just walking and we're not attacking or casting spells, we get 30 evasion. So this is really nice, especially because we're Chei. Say we met some enemies and we were a tile or 2 away from a hallway, and we decided, well, we'll walk slowly twice, we'll let enemies hit us a bunch of times, but then we'll be in the hallway, and it's better. As we do that walk, we'll have 30 evasion. So, yeah, that's great. We can fight ocular plants. I wonder if we can kill them with stones. Yeah, that hurts. I mean, kind of. One of flame might be better. These guys don't see invis, so I could just do that. But I'm also not worried because we could just step out of his vision. Although I don't want to randomly die. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, let's go invis. Why don't we just throw our tomahawks rather than waste all of our wound of flaming? It just lets us get this identify scroll and we can use it on potions. Berserk Rage. Okay, again, Chei doesn't like them, but like haste, we could potentially use them. Oh wait, he blocks the haste part of it, I think. No, that's only if you do it unintentionally. If I use that, he'll get angry at me. But yeah, there might be situations where quaffing a Berserk Rage potion is better than dying. So I'm going to carry it. Alright, we got Snake. Feels bad. Of the 2 options, whether you'd prefer to get the Snake Pit or the Spider's Nest when you're a Chei worshipper, you'd pretty much always prefer Spider, because all the monsters in Spider are fast, so you do lots of damage to them with Slouch, because that ability depends on the speed difference between you and the enemies. All the Nagas are slow, so your Slouch is fairly useless against them, and also you get destroyed by Naga sharpshooters because temporal distortion will not, most of the time, not bring them closer to you, because I don't know, they seem to not want to close to melee like most monsters do. Oh yeah, and also all the Nagas see invis, so our play that we've been going for by going invis against everything is not going to work. It will work against some of the snakes, but not against the Nagas. Hey, boots. Okay, we don't have to buy them. And they're red. They look awesome. At least the benefit of being a throwing guy of Chei in the snake pit is that we can throw stuff back at the Naga sharpshooters. Well, maybe. I mean, we don't have many throwing implements at the moment, but we might find some at some point. And we got shoals. Maybe that's better? No. Actually, that probably is better because we're going to get a lot more. It's definitely better. We're going to get a lot of throwing implements from shoals because a lot of the merfolk have tomahawks. So that's really nice. The other thing as well is that one of the scariest parts of being in shoals is being mesmerized. But when we buy this ring, we're going to have 3 pips of MR from it. So we should be pretty immune to that. And finally, another difficulty of shoals is that you fumble your attacks when you're in water, but you don't fumble ranged attacks. So that's fine. So say we're standing in water right now. If I try to hit this merfolk siren with a dagger, we'd potentially fumble the attacks, but if I throw stones, we're going to do no damage. Well, we're going to kill with our headbutts. Okay, that's good. Just had a spear. Okay, there's an argument to be made that I should just X this out and not come in, because there's going to be another siren. But I ain't afraid. Okay, there's not. There's just the one. It's surprising. Alright, so that's layer 2 done. We found both of our layer branches on this one. Snake and shoals. Alright, fine. On we go. Yeah, and we're probably going to get a whole bunch of throwing nets in shoals as well. Hey, look at this stealth. It actually works. We snuck up on this guy. We didn't kill him with the stab because we have no short blades or stealth training, but it's the thought that counts. Maybe we should train stealth. You know, I might actually train some stealth once we get invocations to a point where step from time is reliable. It's a new amulet. We've got double spiny frog, that's okay. Slatch is AoE, so we nail both of them. That is an Executioner's Axe sitting in lair. Not something you see every day. Well, for this new amulet, I'm actually willing to just hang on to it because I'm happy with the Acrobat amulet. I think it's surprisingly good, whereas I normally think it's pretty useless. I'm trying to wield the short sword of venom. There we go. Slatch also very effective against blink frogs because they're fast. But we don't need it. Our first Hydra. Alright. Okay. Well, it's 5-headed. That's good. Well, good in the sense that it's not 8-headed, but it's still kind of dangerous. These guys can't see invis, so that's the first thing I want to do. Okay. Took us 3 turns. Now I want to hit it with an acid because it's still really dangerous, even only as a 5-headed one. You see the game's marking it as a red enemy. It's telling us it's extremely dangerous, which it is, so I want to kill it as quickly as possible. So I'm first of all going to acid wand it. Okay, now that it's got the acid effect, it's got 8 less AC. So we're going to quiver our javelins, our most powerful attack. I'm going to throw those on another Hydra. Alright, the other one didn't see us. So let's see if we can just chill out of here. And I wouldn't mind killing the Basilisk. They are an MR enemy. Where if you got petrified with a Hydra around, that would be a lot of trouble. So if we could just kill that before we have to deal with the Hydra, that'd be great. Alright, we're back in view. Alright, it has seen us. It's at max range. We might be able to just... Well, can't javelin it, but we might be able to tomahawk and javelin it before it gets to us. There's our one javelin it. Hit but did no damage. Come on, we got 33 strength. Why are our javelins not doing damage? Yeah, alright, that's good. We got there. So our tomahawks brought it down. before it actually got to us. And that's it for layer 3. Alright, so we've got layer 4, a couple of snakes. Let's get rid of the short sword of venom because these guys are both resistant to poison. And then I think we'll call this an episode. So if you join me in the next one, we'll finish off layer. We'll try to find enough gold for this ring of the Hopsilurs maybe? Which we're really close to. So that's exciting as well. And then we'll be going into the Orcish mines. See you later.